What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to do a little training session on videopoker.com. Um, I love this website when it comes to learning about video poker and optimal strategy. This has been really a game changer in my video poker game, and I highly recommend that you, if you want to learn, you can do it. I recommend just going for the pro membership. It's $100 a year, and it's worth it. And actually, to be honest with you, going over here to free contests. Let's see where they're at here. Here we go. I've actually took second in one and won like, I don't know, 70. I don't remember what it was. I won some money, and they're free to play. Which is nice, it makes it fun. The funny thing about that is I was in first place the whole time, and I checked 1 hour before the contest ended. I was in first place. The contest ended. I assumed I took first, and then I got a check in the mail for second place, and I went and checked the thing. Someone had beat me by just a couple points. I was a little bit disappointed, but anyway, this is like, this is stuff on here. They get the monthly contest, weekly, and then daily they change it. Forgive me, I have a little bit of a cold, but anyway, that's not here nor there. I'm gonna do just a little triple double practice session, only because there's some people who say things like I don't know what I'm doing, this, that, which, you know what, dude, I'm no professional, dude. I do make mistakes that are mistakes, but a lot of the times when I make a mistake, it's by choice. But that's just some of the times. I do make genuine mistakes. I'm a freaking human being, You gotta be a computer if you're gonna play video poker perfectly. And like when the money's on the line, the way I play is I basically use optimal strategy, and sometimes I use my gut and feeling based on how the machine's playing, and say how long I've been without a quad, this, that, the other. I have a bunch of factors in there, and what sometimes I may bend the rules a little bit. But triple double bonus. We're gonna do 9-6 because 9-7 is obviously much better, but it's very difficult to find as of late. A lot of places are taking them out. We don't really need to change the denom, but I'm going to do it anyway because we all know I love my $5 denom. Shoot, we'll go right to difficult hands, and we'll see what we're doing here. My goal here is to see what my percentage is and how much money I forfeited to the casino within this session. I'm hoping that it's not too bad. Like I said, I had something weird kind of happened to me. I went to the store and I got these like water and flavor enhancers called Mio, and I didn't know they had an energy version. I just thought it was a regular thing you put in your water. And freaking last night I didn't sleep one wink. 7 o'clock in the morning rolls around. I get up to get another one of those waters that put Mio in it, and I noticed it says energy. It's freaking 60 milligrams of caffeine per squirt. I'm going, oh my god. But anyway, not here nor there, and developed a slight cold, but 100,000. Well, no, we're gonna slow it down. Ooh, I'm gonna turn that down just a tad. And by the way, I'm gonna be doing a lot of changes on the channel, and as well as I'm picking up a new little hobby and learning about electronic repair for phones, tablets, and eventually laptops. So I'm gonna be making another channel when I get good enough at it, about electronics restoration, and I'll be taking old beat up ones and restoring them to new and giving the whole breakdown and rebuild and all that happy stuff. But that's not now. Right now we're at best bet. And I went and invested, even though I haven't really made any money from YouTube or anything. I do enjoy putting out the videos, and because the queen, you want to keep the 5. That's the penalty card for the straight. Um, anyway, like what I was saying is I went out and I dropped some money, which I bought a nice setup that I'm filming now. It's nice and, it's not as congested as my phone, so I can do training sessions where you can clearly see. Let's see if maybe I can zoom in a little. No, that's too much, right? Well, actually, no, that's perfect right there. Anyway, I also got a gimbal so I can do casino walkthroughs and reviews, show the pay tables on the video poker, the slot selection, how their comps work there, stuff like that, and then give my honest opinion of the casino and if it's one that I like to play at or not, or if I will go continue to play. So all those things are gonna be added. This next trip that I'm going on Easter weekend, I will be doing a walkthrough and review of both the Cosmopolitan and Circa. I'm gonna give you the pros, the cons. I'm gonna give you like I know Circa, for instance, in their high limit room, what do they have? They have 5 machines that have 9-6 double double. Well, and that used to be all you had in there, and you couldn't use your free play. Well, now downstairs they've put 2 of those machines down on the main floor that you can use your free play on. So, but their high limit machines are a little odd with the pay tables. It's not consistent with the rest of the casino. Like I said, these are all things we'll discuss when I go do the walkthrough and things that I would recommend they do there. But we're going to turn that down just a tad bit more. But yeah, I love this new little like tablet / freaking computer setup that I got here. It's this is going to be a much better quality video. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to read the EV, the correct holds, all that, and then you can go down, you can see the error cost, all that stuff. It's definitely. I think I'm going to do random hands after this. Now, because when you do difficult, I notice it's a lot of repeating of the same stuff. See, I'm going to tell you straight up. In this hand specifically, I'm not holding the 9 there. If I'm playing with my own money, I'm not cutting myself off from the royal or the 4 aces. Granted, if I hold the king, I will not be able to get a kicker, but by holding the 9, I'm no longer eligible for the royal flush, nor am I eligible to get 4 aces. So I freaking don't really understand this. I get it. You lose the 3 of a kind pays 2 to 1, but it's just I hate cutting myself off from the royal. And as you can see up here, we're talking 0.006 of a difference in EV. I should play this. You know what I'll do next time I play? Instead of just trying to go over the best thing, I'll play exactly how I always play it regardless and see what it ends up costing me. But right now, 0.006. Generally, I believe like when I do play like that, it's like I end up what is it? The error cost is somewhere like 50 cents to $1 or something. But that's what it is. We're not trying to cost ourselves money here. We're trying to win money. That's the other thing you'll never hear me say is like, you're never going to hear me tell you guys to gamble responsibly. I feel that's an absolute foolish statement. When people sit there and tell you to gamble responsibly, it's just foolish because if you make the decision to gamble, that is not, it doesn't matter what the outcome is. That decision to gamble gambling is not a responsible thing. I don't care if you're a billionaire and you put $40 in a slot machine. That is not a responsible choice. Not about how much money you have or whatever. It's about like being responsible with your money. Gambling is not being responsible with your money. And a lot of these people, they don't want to really admit much about them. You know, dude, here's the deal, dude. They all have that scratch that they got to itch, you know. Some people can admit it, some won't. I'm very transparent in. Now, this is a little interesting here. So, I wonder if the 3 to the flush. I don't believe so. I believe that's the play there. But it could be the 3 to the flush. No, all right, good. I was right about that. See, this is for everybody who doesn't think holding that 10. It's a very slight advantage if you hold the 10. But it is the correct hold. As you can see, it's 0.006 of that makes it better, but it's the correct hold. A lot of people, they don't know that, and a lot of people will make comments to me about how that is not the right hold. But as you guys can see right here, mathematically it is. This is something now, see here, they want you to do this because the jacks, if you don't hold the 6, the jack's gone. It's one less card to make a straight, which would be called the penalty card. I just freaking don't do it, man. But hey, that 0.006 is worth something to someone, right? Yeah, we're going to go to random hands here in a minute because this is just, it just seems like it's repeating itself. I mean, I guess that's one recommendation that I would have for videopoker.com is when you get to difficult, like, if you guys notice, it really just seems like they're playing the same hand. So, I mean, I guess the way to really go is to do the random number generator. And this trip also, because I've been losing comps. I watch Slot Massacre and stuff, and the stuff he's been saying about like Cosmos comps and stuff. I'm now starting to see that. So what I'm gonna start doing is when I'm at Cosmos specifically, like this trip, this next trip, what I'm gonna be doing is I may be hiring my bet and lowering the volatility. Unfortunately, they don't have 9-6 jacks or better, which is extremely boring, but I do enjoy playing it sometimes. Uh, but I will be playing a lot of 8-5 bonus poker. I don't think I'll be able to film there, but seeing as I have a gimbal and I hold it in my hand, I may be able to. I don't care about the denom. What's going on here? There we go. That will do. See, the true random number generator, as they say it is definitely going to give you complete random hands, as opposed to when you select difficult hands only. It's like it has a set number of what they consider difficult hands. But when you do this, it's just supposed to be straight random. And forgive me, I know I've already done a double bonus. That one was 9-7, I believe. I'm doing 9-6 now. I'm just doing it. I do it just to brush up. And I guess I got kind of caught up on triple double because when I first started playing it, I was playing it like it was double double. And yeah, it wasn't correct. So I do want to do a video for training on double double and bonus poker because I do need to brush up on the bonus poker. It's not bonus poker. 8-5 bonus poker is not a terribly hard game to learn at all. It's not. It's really not that difficult, but there are little things in there. But you know what is hard is going if you're a triple double or double double bonus player, and then switching over and playing bonus poker, because you're holding just the ace, and you're making a lot of errors, which I end up doing because of playing triple double a lot. But there's also a bunch of little things that's different. It's a different game, different pay table. So I like one of them, who was it? I think it was Slot Masker, said the only way you're going to be able to um, play near perfect is practice. And I'll be straight up with you guys. I'm not sponsored by anybody ever, nothing like that. But videopoker.com is something I highly recommend, especially if you're learning. You got to figure $100 a year. It's less than $10 a month. $10 a month, you're talking $2.50 a week. You can find that under your couch cushions, Give me a queenie. No. Let's see. We got a one gap straight flush over. Well, I'm pretty sure you take the ace here, but there is a chance you do the yep. And it's actually, we're talking 0.2 here. So okay, so an ace isn't. I overvalue the aces, but I'm not gonna be lying to you guys. I do not really like the one gap straight flushes, even though I hit on them. They're freaking tough, and they only pay 250 credits. I guess the goal here is you're really looking for a flush in that. One gap straight flush draw, 3 to the straight flush with a gap, takes priority over an ace. I'm gonna have to freaking make a mental note on that, even though I already pretty much had a good idea. It's just that's something when I'm playing, there's a lot of times where I will take the one gapped 3-card straight flush draw, but there's also times where I take the ace. It all depends really on where I'm at and stuff. But now that I see the significance in the EV between the two, I will be holding the one gapped 3-card straight flush draws over the ace. Now, if it was just a king or something, I 100% would do it. I do tend to overvalue my aces in this game. Only because there's been many times where I've held one ace and drew the other 3 with either a kicker or without. Oh no. What am I talking about? I'm looking at that like it was a straight flush draw. Now, the only reason I'm going for the inside, well, in this game you go for a lot of inside straights if you have nothing else anyway, but especially if the inside straight contains paying 2 high cards that would be paying pairs if you pair up. But I believe if there's one high card, so if there's one high card and it's an inside straight, you just hold the one high card. Which we'll get to that in a little bit. And remember, open-ended straight, 4 to the open-ended straight takes priority over 3 to the flush or 3 to the straight flush. I mean, these are just tips. Like, see right here, we got a one gap straight flush draw, but we have an open-ended straight draw that will always take priority over it. And it's not a huge thing, I guess. It's not as much as I thought it would be, but as far as the difference in EV on it. Now, because they're suited, you're not holding the 10. Curious, that error I made, it only cost 3 cents. It wasn't that terrible, but Now here, you do hold all three. There, which is strange. I'd figure you'd hold it, just the jack 10, but this is the correct hold here. Here you got no high pair, no nothing. The correct play is the inside straight. No kicker. Oh, take a little constellation. And by the way, if you're playing, I don't recommend this at all, but if you do end up playing a 9-5 triple double machine, which I'm going to make a training video on that now that I think about it, because the flush only pays 5 credits, you do not hold 3 to the flush in 9-5. The pay, it's not, doesn't pay enough. The other thing, the difference between this and double is a non-paying pair. Say if you have like whatever, you have a 4-card open-ended straight draw and a non-paying pair, you go for the open-ended straight draw, because the pair, yeah, you could get quads. You're more than likely to get a 3 of a kind, if anything, which pays only 10 credits in this game. But if you do get the straight, it pays 20. Would be the reason why that is. It's not exactly rocket science here. Oh no, I'm sorry. What am I doing? Now, see, this is weird in this hand because, right, the 4 to the straight takes, the gut shot straight takes priority over 3 to the flush, right? Now, if that wasn't there, you'd hold that. I wonder, see, so this is the thing. Let's see. Yep, see, that's why. So if there wasn't a gut shot straight draw there, you would have held 3 to the flush. But with a gut shot straight draw and 3 to the flush and 1 high card, you keep the high card. I know it seems a little confusing or whatever, but I also have a strange way of learning. Actually, the way I play is pretty unorthodox as well, but as far as what I put into the machines and whatnot. 2 high cards take priority over 3 to the flush. Now this is a straight flush draw, so I'm pretty sure this is the call. Yep. Figure I'm gonna play for probably another like 15 minutes. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing a lot more on my channel, and there will be also plenty of gambling in there. I'm going to do live streams, as well as I'm trying to learn more about editing videos and whatnot. So that's going to be interesting. So I'm going to be doing live streams, and I'm going to be putting out a lot more videos like that I make and edit myself. All these people who are so damn good at it, I'm just terrible. Yeah, but the other thing is like, I see all these other channels and stuff, and I get a real tacky, phony vibe from a lot of them. Like, there's some people who started a YouTube channel, and no, see, okay, so wait, non-paying pair, no, but this, okay, look, yeah, it's a gut shot. They're phone, like, they're posting a bunch of like crazy high limit play, 2,000, 2,500 to spin, and all this shit. Like, we're talking millions of dollars of coin in, of playthrough, and but it's not their gambling. I started this channel, Best Bet Video Poker, to share my gambling with everybody and how I do it and how I've learned and all that stuff. Like, I'm not going to sit here and show you somebody else's play. I mean, if I'm gambling with someone and I'm filming myself and one of the people I'm with has a good hit, I might show you the picture of it and stuff. But I'm not going to sit there and stream someone else's play. It's just not going to happen. It's not. I just don't. I feel that's tacky. My approach to all this is just, like, be very genuine, very transparent. I'd like, if there's any questions I can answer for anyone or anything like that, I'm going to leave my email and you just get a hold of me, Also, if you want, you can become a member. I think I have memberships for $2 a month. Eventually, what I'm going to be doing in there is monthly giveaways for each different tier. I think it's like a $2 and a $5 tier. If you do end up joining, I greatly appreciate it, but that's definitely not necessary. It's not mandatory or anything. I would appreciate a like and subscribe. That would be great. But you don't need to necessarily become a channel member if you don't want to. I understand. Well, now see, I wonder if because of the ace, you keep the 2. I would not keep the 2, but no, okay, good. Now the difference is 0.12, 0.01, no, 0.012 is the difference there, okay. It's good to know. Now, it's because of the ace. You just hold that, I guess. When I know that if this ace was a diamond and this jack was a spade, you would hold the 2. I know that for sure. But anyway, that's the hold I would do in the casino anyway, like I said, because I don't like cutting myself off from the royal. I was just trying to do that to try to keep my EV down. But as you guys can see, 99.949%, and my errors have cost me a nickel. So, I mean, I'm really not doing that bad yet. Shoot, huh? Oh, and by the way, not only that, I've noticed there's been a huge increase on people who they're like, I want money. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And they're not even really about gambling or anything. I think there's this lady who was on Vegas Low Roller, Vegas Crazy. She's out there freaking hooting and hollering like Ric Flair over nothing. Just sitting there hitting min bet. It's like nothing wrong with min bet. Some of my favorite people to watch are all low rollers. You know what I mean? Not necessarily low rollers. Their denomination is the lower denominations. Look at John's World of Video Poker. The guy's hit $100,000 royal, and you'll see him doing, dollar. You've seen him like 25 cent. You've seen him do all that. Johnny Extreme, him and John's World, I believe, are the most, I would say, efficient gamblers that I watch for the simple fact. Well, especially Johnny. He takes care of. He takes advantage of all offers to the max, and he's a perfect example of, like, you get there, contact your host, you get your offers, and then you try to ask for some more. It's like, you got to understand, you're walking into this place to wager your money. You're walking in there to wager your damn money, so it's like, try to get everything you can out of it, because not only are you going in there to wager your money, you're walking in at a disadvantage right off the bat. But I mean, I think the casino with the most hospitality, I believe, that I've ever been to is Circa. It has nothing to do with me winning, or because I've had bad trips there as well. My host, I think a casino host is the perfect job for him. The guy is so polite. so respectful. His manners are impeccable. He's just a top-notch dude. I mean, they really know how to take care of it. Look at that, 3 Little Royal popped out. They know how to take care of their people. You know, big shout out to them, Circa. You guys, you're the best. Again, I'm just making this little thing because I'm testing out some of my new equipment and whatnot. You guys will see the quality of the videos from the next one, this next trip, are going to be amazing. And the gimbal that I have has a small mini tripod that will pan the camera down perfectly so I can actually film my session at the overhang bar, like at ease. So like, and believe it or not, I think I do my best at those bars, and it's always between like 2 a.m. and 8 a.m. It doesn't really matter. It's like I usually, the upstairs, I go on the crazy runs. I've done well downstairs too. What's nice about downstairs at the overhang bar is that there's 2 or 3 machines you can bet up to 125, and then there's 1 machine you can bet up to 500. So, you know, it's nice, and you can use your free play on those. I am a little bit disappointed that they got rid of the Aristocrat video poker machines that they had there that were 9.7 at $5 denom. They did get rid of the 5 machines they had, or maybe it was 4. They were difficult to play. I'm not going to lie to you. Those machines were difficult to play only because the graphics on them the cards were a little hard to read. So it was a lot more, you were a lot more apt to make mistakes. You also have to understand that these freaking game developers know what they're doing, right? Like, video poker soothes me. It's like, it's the counting up of the numbers, the noises. Think about it. We're in 2024, all this technology. IGT is never, in years, they've made slight tweaks, but generally they've kept it very basic with their graphics. There's nothing fancy like these new slots and stuff. Dude, I'm telling you, it has all to do with the sounds, the colors, all that stuff. People go, video poker soothes you. You can go down large sums of money and be soothed. I'm telling you, it's the only time. It's one of the only times. Fishing is the other time, because bass fishing is it's been a passion of mine since I was a kid. But yeah, playing video poker, I can stay in the moment, you know, which is actually something I need to learn how to do another way. Because I can't always be fishing, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little chat session with you guys, test out my new electronics here, see how, I want to see what the video quality comes out. I want to see if, like, you know, let's see, I didn't even zoom in on this one at all. I also want to see, like, I think, well, I think that's best, right? I want to see how visible the EV numbers are, and then, you know, we can go down here, look at the session stats and all that. You know, and you also have all the pick cards, warn error. See, I've learned 200. Well, let me tell you something. When I bought this app, when I bought this membership, I let a friend of mine log in and learn how to play. So all those errors learned, the 281, those definitely aren't all mine. Matter of fact, when I let him in and I logged in like 2 days later to play, I saw all the damn errors I had to correct. I go, holy crap, dude. I'm like, dude, you know better than this. Oh, it's 3 to the flush here. I freaking hate that hold too. I hate that hold. Three to the flush with no high cards in your with it. It's like, geez. But that is the correct play. I forgot to see what the EV was on it, but when I go back and watch the video, I'll look. Yep, two to the royal. Yeah, it's a double gap, straight flush draw. Pretty sure two to the royal always takes priority over any three to the straight flush. Double gap, straight flush. The one high card takes priority over that. If there was one gap, obviously you'd go for it, but with two gaps, the high card will take priority. Anyway, yeah, so my channel's gonna be a lot more informative. It's gonna be a lot more informative and stuff, and it's not just gonna be straight play. It's gonna be a lot of like things that I do. Like I said, gambling is not a responsible activity at all. But we're all adults and we get to choose, we're free to do as we please. And if you're going to make the choice to gamble, I'm going to tell you the things that have helped me. And that's it. Like, not things that helped other people or whatever, they're just things that I've picked up and stuff, and, things like that. Yeah, that's the other draw I hate. I freaking absolutely hate having to hold three to the straight flush when it's a wheel, the straight flush wheel. That freaking hand has the same exact statistical rods as a rods. It has the same exact statistical odds as a royal flush to hit. It is just as hard as a royal flush statistically, and I freaking hate going for it because it only pays $250. Wonder if Win-Win will pop in. I like that guy. The old guy there. Win-Win, freaking the OG gambler there. He's a good dude. Very positive guy. That's the other thing, dude. I when I'm gambling, like, I know this isn't the case, but like for me, winning kind of like feels like a vibe. It's like a vibe. It's an energy. Especially when I get on those runs. My last Foxwoods trip, as you guys know, I went live and I got killed, right? And I freaking was looking at the hours I played, the number of 4 of a kinds I got, and I'm like, wow, dude. I go, in gambling, you're never due, but statistically, I am. If you're supposed to get, I think it's like 1 in every 450 hands or so, give or take, somewhere around there, you're supposed to get a quad. And I was doing the math, and I'm like, well, statistically, I'm due. And yeah, so what I did was I bumped my bet up, and I started, and I thought to myself, I'm like, wow, it's been a long time, couple years since I hit on triple. So I stayed with my triple double and then switched back and forth between the two, and I started a nice little run hitting just some regular 4 5s through king hands, and then I went over triple, hit 10K, and then continued to go on a run, and I hit probably like a bunch more quads. I didn't film them all, but I do have some little clips of like the side-by-sides that I got, and I will be compiling those together to show you guys like what happened after the live stream. And from you guys seeing that, you can see that, like, you know what, dude, if you have to be, if you're playing triple double, in my opinion, you have to be willing to grind, and you have to have a sufficient bankroll. And the bankroll you do have, you don't necessarily need a bunch of money. You just need to lower your denom. You just need to lower your denom. If you play a low enough denom to where you can play through the bad stuff, you'll eventually go on a nice little run. The whole thing is after that is, knowing when the run is over and being able to get up and walk away, which over the years has taken some discipline to be able to exercise that strategy. Now, look at that. We got 3 to the royal, but it's a pair of aces. Now, there's one gap in that, right? So if this was a pair of queens or something, you would go for the royal, but aces, you always go for the aces. Actually, I'd like to show that hand. Let's see if it pops up. You know what? Let's do this real quick. Boom. All right, so we'll do, we'll even do it with one gap. Right, and then we'll do, right? So, I'm going to tell you right now, I know that if there's no gap and it's 3 to the royal, it's 100% old. So let's see. Yep, look at that. It's not, well, it's, 0.1, yeah, it's like 0.15 is the difference in the EV. But you see, so in this game, you'll throw away a winning pair if you have a high card. Now, let's just say you got, right? Here, because there's 2 gaps in there, you got the 10, the jack, and then the queen and the king are missing. And then you got the ace. Here you hold the jacks. You see? So those gaps do matter in the straight flushes and all that. Also, one thing I'm trying to test is the mic quality on this tablet, because I do have wireless microphones. I'm just going to see if I need to do it for when I'm doing this at-home stuff. So remember that. If you got 3 to the royal with one gap and you have a paying pair that's not aces, you go for 3 to the royal. That's the correct hold. Me, what I do when I'm actually gambling for real money, I have a very hard time doing that, and I'm not going to lie to you, I will keep the paying pair. I just do. I've had it, actually, when it has came and bit me in the ass, but not in this game. I actually made the correct hold. It was with aces, and then the other 2 hearts came. The 10 jack of hearts came, or no, 10 king of hearts came to complete the royal, and I missed it. So the other one that chaps my ass is if you're dealt 2 pair, you're dealt aces and deuces. You hold the aces. Well, there's been a few times where I've held the aces and then the next 2 cards came out, they were deuces, and it's like, God dang it. What do we got? Oh, 43 minutes. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap this up. I'll be posting it tonight or tomorrow morning. The end of the session, 43 minutes. The other session we ended, I believe we had like a nickel of error cost. So let's just say in the 45 minutes, my error cost was 10 cents. Actually, no, I think it was 3 cents. So we'll say it's 8 cents. We'll call it 8 cents. I can go back and look, but anywhere between 8 and 10 cents was my error cost. My EV is 99.9%. So for everybody who wants to bash me, you can refer to this video and you can see, I do, there is times I do not make the right call, and a lot of them is on purpose. Anyway, thank you guys very much for tuning in. You have a great night.